thorax muscle. What's up? You're here today with me, Jill Rudison, IFBB Physique Pro, and I am actually 3 weeks out from the Muscle Contest Grand Prix, which is going to be held right here in Culver City, California. So today we're here at my second home, Gold's Gym Venice, where I'm going to take you through a leg workout. You ready? Let's go. So the first exercise that we're going to do is the leg extension, and generally I like to do everything 3 sets of 15, kind of a rule of thumb, just because it gives me a number to work with, and this way I always know where the light at the end of the tunnel is, so to speak. So what I'm going to do this time around is I'm going to start off my first set at a lighter weight, since this is going to be my first exercise in my leg series. So I'm going to start off at a little bit lighter of a weight than I'm used to, just to kind of warm up my legs and get them used to moving, get the blood flowing. And then I'm going to switch over and increase the weight for the following 2 sets. Then I'm going to do a 4th set, which technically is really my 3rd set, because my first set was more of a warm-up. And that last set that I'm going to do, I'm going to drop set the weight. So I'm going to decrease the weight a little bit, and I'm going to slow down the movements to really fire the quads. And you'll really see the muscles kind of popping and spasming while I'm doing this exercise. So when you see that, that's when you know stuff's working. And I'm just going to finish this series with a single leg on each side, just for good merit. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and hit the leg curl, and I'm going to do my standard 3 sets of 15 reps. And I'm going to start off this exercise at a standard weight. I'm going to do my first 2 sets at a standard weight, and then I'm going to drop set down to a lower weight for my last set. On the leg curl, I like to always keep my feet at a dorsal flex position. I feel like when I do this, it really kind of hits the target muscle groups that I want to hit. It really gets my hamstrings, and it makes it to where it's a little bit more of a challenge in doing the exercise. So just make sure that you remember to dorsal flex your feet, and you will definitely feel a difference. After I wrap up my seated leg curl, I'm going to then take on walking lunges with the barbell. And I usually try to, it really depends on the traffic flow in the gym. So generally I'll try to make 2 to 3 laps around the gym area. Generally that's about 15 steps in each direction. So overall it ends up being about 30 walking lunges per set. So I'll do 3 sets. So that's about 90 walking lunges. And one thing that I really like to do, and it was a secret that Charles Glass taught me, is when you're stepping, you want to make sure you pivot your foot before you take that step out, because when you pivot the foot, you're really activating the back of your leg, your hamstrings, your glutes. Everything will really fire. So if you notice when I do it, you'll see where I can pivot my foot just a little bit, and that will really make a difference. Then once I finish up my walking lunges, I'm going to then move on to the leg press. Seated leg press, it's another really great lower body exercise. I like to put my feet a little bit higher than the standard kind of mid section of the platform. I find that when I put my feet at a higher position, I can generally hit my hamstrings, and where my hamstrings meet my glutes. So I suggest putting your feet just a little bit higher than the middle of the platform if you really want to fire and activate the backs of your legs. Also, when doing the leg press, again, I like to stick to the standard 3 sets of 15. All right, after we're going to do the seated leg press, then we're going to take a time travel trip to my favorite little butt blasting machine, the 1983 Butt Blaster. I like this particular machine because I feel that the way it's set up, it's real easy to kind of just get down there and just put all that weight and focus on the glutes. With this particular machine, because you are on your knees and you're in a stationary position, you're not really having to challenge yourself to balance or use more core strength than necessary to keep your body in a good alignment when you kick your foot out. So for me in particular, I prefer this machine. Gold's Gym, fortunately, we have an array of them here to choose from, but I'm partial to this little 1983 version in the corner. Moving on from the butt blasting machine, we're going to go into do some squat jumps. Squat jumps is a really great exercise that you can do anywhere. You can do it at home, you can do it in the gym, you can do it waiting for a bus. It doesn't matter. Why? Because it's a plyometric exercise that requires no equipment other than your body. For these exercises, I like to do 3 sets of 20, and I'll try to challenge myself to get down as low as possible before I push myself up in the air with all my might for 3 lovely sets of 20. Finishing out my squat jumps, we're going to end this leg series with some curtsy lunges. The curtsy lunges is kind of like a second cousin to the plyometric family. Again, another exercise that you can do at home or in the gym. And again, I do 3 sets 20. And this is a really great exercise that will really help out with your quads. It'll help out with your hamstrings, your glutes. I really like it because it really kind of will give you some great detail on the side of your quads and give you that really nice tie-in. Hey, what's up, RX Muscle? You're here with me, Jill Rudison, IFBB Physique Pro, and you just watched me go through a leg workout, so I'd like to thank you for participating in that with me. And take a look for me to hit the stage pretty soon. I'm going to be competing at the Muscle Contest Grand Prix right here in Culver City 3 weeks from now. And then heading east for the New York Pro, coming for you, Big Apple. So thanks again for watching, and check me out.